We are fortunate to find many places of great natural value across our planet. All of these ecosystems are home to many species, us humans included. Understanding this relationship between people and natural areas is fundamental for achieving an inclusive approach to the preservation of nature.
Inclusive conservation is an approach to protected area management that aims at restoring and conserving biodiversity more effectively.
The inclusive conservation approach to managing protected areas has been at the center of research project ENVISION. Working with a variety of stakeholders, the project has examined the consequences of different visions for protected area management in the regions of Västra Haag in Sweden, Kromrijn and Utrecht-Heuvelrug in the Netherlands, Sierra de Guadarrama National Park in Spain, and Denali National Park and Preserve in Alaska in the United States.
In Västra Haag, we organized an iterative stakeholder engagement process. This included interviews, participatory mapping, asking people what they value in the landscape and where, a survey to identify consensus, disagreement and uncertainty around key issues, and a workshop for people to discuss commonalities in their visions and collective actions.
In the Dutch study area, we have conducted interviews with local stakeholders and residents that had different visions for the area. We mapped the areas that they saw as providing many functions. These maps gave us insight into where different visions overlap and where there is potential for conflict or synergies. Presenting these assessments to stakeholders can support the identification of shared visions, and it also can help us in finding the best possible inclusive conservation strategies for how to manage a protected area.
Charting a course for inclusive conservation will require breaking down the tensions across different stakeholder groups, such as those found in the Denali region. So this process for decentralizing decision-making and raising visibility of the underrepresented stakeholder perspectives is very fundamentally important to creating more sustainable and equitable futures.
In ENVISION, we have developed a decision-making toolbox for inclusive conservation. We have collected all the tools that we have used along the process of the project, which we think can contribute to inclusive conservation, and have had them refined by local decision makers. The toolbox has been uploaded to Panorama web platform managed by IUCN, and we hope it can support decision makers in crafting more resilient strategies that can better adapt to global environmental change and overall support more inclusive conservation.
Given the continued degradation of biodiversity around the world, it is evident that we need to reconsider how we manage protected areas and plan conservation measures.
Some of the main learnings from the ENVISION project about inclusive conservation and sustainable land management relate to the fact that by employing multiple methods, is it possible to identify the synergies and trade-offs between different visions for protected area management.
Inclusive conservation means going beyond just checking a box for stakeholder engagement. It means enhancing engagement with communities by giving back to them, continual exchange, recognizing and valuing their points of view and their unique knowledge, and building mutual trust and respect.
As ENVISION draws to a close, we are happy to look back at what we've accomplished. Although there's still a lot to be done, the joint effort of our project partners and the local communities of the 4 protected areas bring us a step closer to achieving inclusive nature conservation.